No matter how believable this nonsense might seem, I don't think you have the common sense to exercise discretion in front of others. After those words, Helena's eyes turned cold. Helena lowered her eyes to hide her true feelings and answered submissively. Nothing has been proven whether it's true or merely rumor, correct? That's true. Nothing has been proven. When Marin readily agreed, Helena laughed inwardly. Let me prove it. Then will you apologize? Yes. Since I said something inflammatory, I will take responsibility and apologize. Helena deliberately responded more proactively. There's no way she can prove Dia isn't pregnant here. Elmise. At Marin's call, Elmise, who had been standing in the corner of the garden, quickly approached and retrieved something the size of her palm from her bag. The vial glowed with a soft black sheen, containing a clear liquid inside. All the ladies who saw it widened their eyes in surprise. Could that be? Everyone knows what this is, right? This will prove she's not pregnant. For the nobility, continuing the family line was an extremely important matter. When the North, which always created amazing inventions, announced this device, aristocratic society had been turned upside down. Of course, every noble knew about it. Everyone focused on Marin, who had so casually brought it out. This single item was worth the price of a palace, something every household kept secured. Diameter. Yes. Marin pricked Dia's finger with a needle. As Dia's blood dripped into the mouth of the vial, the clear liquid turned blue. Red meant pregnant, blue meant not pregnant. While everyone couldn't hide their surprised expressions, Marin looked directly at Helena. I believe you owe us an apology. Helena's eyes darted around with an embarrassed expression. The reason she had invited so many socialites was to humiliate Dia, not herself. Miss Skalega? When Marin called her again, Helena bit her lip. She had never imagined they would bring such an expensive item here. She looked around and saw that everyone was paying attention to them. Helena clenched her fists and turned her gaze to Diameter. She didn't want to bow to that woman even if it meant death, but now was the time to concede. I'm sorry, Miss Audria. What I said today. I also heard it from someone, so please don't misunderstand. Dia's clear eyes looked directly at Helena. Helena averted her eyes under the strange pressure. Marin had no intention of letting Helena escape with just an apology. Miss Skalega, from whom did you hear this rumor? Here and there. Helena spoke quickly, trying to hide her nervous expression. I heard it was Miss Skalega who spread the rumor. Marin spoke in a calm voice. What? Who dares to slander me? Helena tried to ignore her trembling heart and deliberately raised her voice. His Excellency the Duke of the West. As Marin spoke clearly, Helena's eyes twitched. His Excellency the Duke of the West, why would he slander our family? The pronoun had changed from me to our family. Marin shrugged, as if wondering how she would know that. If Miss hasn't lied, there won't be a problem, so don't worry. What does that mean? Helena trembled at Marin's meaningful words. The anxiety in her heart slowly rose to her throat. Did you lie? Marin asked, tilting her head. No. Helena jumped. Her family had extensive connections with Western trade. Her father would never forgive her if their family was harmed because of rumors she had created. Helena turned her attention to Dia, who maintained an indifferent expression, rather than Marin, who was openly hostile. That attitude from beginning to end, as if none of this concerned her, she was similar to the Empress. The sickly Empress had also isolated herself after giving birth to the Crown Prince, allowing noble women to dominate the social world. The third imperial consort was also a marquis's daughter, yet was accepted by His Majesty the Emperor later. The Crown Prince was also a descendant of the Emperor. Surely, one day, his true nature would be revealed. If so, the opportunity would come to her as well. First, she had to escape this situation. Miss Audria, I feel very wronged. Helena's large eyes filled with tears. Dia looked at Helena, who was acting pitifully, with calm eyes. Now it was her turn. What injustice! I don't understand why His Excellency the Duke of the West would believe such rumors. Please speak kindly to His Excellency on my behalf. This is all a misunderstanding. Then you can prove it was a misunderstanding. Pardon? Helena asked again with a surprised expression. I've proven the rumor that I'm pregnant here. The Marquis's daughter can also prove this alleged injustice. Pregnancy can be proven, but there's no way to prove false rumors. Helena said with a pitiful expression. Is there anything easier than that? You can tell us here who first spread this false rumor about me to you. Helena's orange eyes flickered. It was a rumor she had fabricated herself. Who could she claim to have heard it from? Helena quickly scanned the ladies attending the tea party. Everyone hurriedly avoided her eyes. The same went for the ladies who had been by her side. Helena chewed her lip unconsciously. If she couldn't say anything, her lie would be exposed. At that moment, Brianna of Viscount Malcolm caught her attention. Just as she was about to say her name, Marin blocked Helena's view. Miss, don't try to cover one lie with another. Mrs. Future will not be smooth after what you've already done. Helena, frustrated by Marin's stern look, opened her mouth but in the end was unable to say anything. Teacher, her not saying anything means it's an admission, doesn't it? Yes. If it were unjust, she should deny it quickly. I don't think we need to stay here any longer. Dia, who had been staring coldly at Helena, approached Marin. I think so too. The two left the place in perfect harmony, with their maids following suit. Helena, left alone in the empty garden, bit her nails with a pale face. She had become the woman who created false rumors about the crown princess. How could she deal with this? And it was then. Helena. Her father's loud cry rang out. She turned around in surprise to see her father striding quickly into the garden. Father. Her father, who rarely raised his voice at her, stared at her with a reddened face. What on earth did you do? What? Why, what's wrong? Because of you, all Western trade has stopped. Everyone who invested in our business is pulling out and demanding their money back now. What are you talking about? What would happen if that were true? You have destroyed our family. It seems this mansion will also be seized by the bank. Why on earth did you do it? Why? Helena remembered Marin's warning, her face draining of color. Why is this my fault? Helena shouted back with a pale face. She had only lied out of jealousy toward the woman who would become crown princess. Would her family be destroyed just because she said one wrong thing? Where in the world did something like this happen? You said one wrong thing? Her father took a crumpled letter from his back pocket and threw it at Helena. Helena hurriedly picked up the letter and read it. It detailed in writing to whom the rumors had spread. Below was stated that all business would be cancelled because of it. At the bottom was the seal of the Duke of the West. Helena read and reread the letter, trembling. Before she knew it, her legs lost strength and she collapsed to the ground. Her father looked at her coldly. I plan to expel you from our family. After that, I believe His Excellency the Duke will go easier on us. Helena was startled and grabbed her father's arm. Father. You're going to disown me? Then why did you spread those rumors? The family is more important than you. Her father shook off her hand violently and left. Helena watched her father walk away with blank eyes. It was all truly over.